What's up, guys? Dakota again with another video. Happy you guys actually hopped on. Today is Monday, April 20th, okay? And we are going to get into this live trading session. Like every morning, I look at the charts at 7:30. I do this, but I do this live for you guys at 7:30 on Monday and on Wednesday. Also have a training on Monday at 7:30 or 1900 hours Eastern Standard Time. But if you want to hop on that, Discord link is in the description, so you can join and have access to that or be notified when that actually comes out. But let's go ahead and get into it. Whew. All right, so I went ahead and did my markups on Saturday and just did a training on Monday. So I haven't looked too deep at the charts this weekend other than back testing on Saturday as well. Let me go ahead and, all right. So like every week, I'm going to be looking at these setups, seeing which one I'm paying attention to, and what it looks like, just like every other week. Cash F always wants to set up on Sunday, which I don't trade Sundays, so I can never really enter until it's late. All right, but essentially it gave us a setup, Cash F. We got an impulse here. We got this correction. The correction came to our kill zone. The kill zone is in which Fibonacci level? All right. All right, the kill zone is on the 50 Fibonacci level. We got an impulse breaking that pattern. I'm looking for a possible M to form here, so looking for this to come up one more time, or to just give us a correction, which on a lower time frame, I'll look for that correction. All right, so that's an 8-hour setup, but I'm going to be entering off the 1 hour once price hits that area again, or if price hits that area again. Okay. Next place first place I'm going to be looking for entry is actually going to be here. Look for price to correct here. When it gets up there, I'm looking for my JCP. I'm going to be selling, set my stop loss above here. All right, so two setups. I mean, two things I could do in the situation. I could just set my stop loss right there and then set a simple 2-to-1 about right there instead of going for a 3-to-1. For this particular entry, I'm definitely going to be going for my 2-to-1. Just feel more comfortable with that. It doesn't have so much room to push. And for this second entry that I'm going to be looking for, I feel like I just said that twice. But for the second entry I'm going to be looking for, I'm going to be going for potentially going for a 3-to-1. Man. Yep, I'm liking the 3-to-1 there. Yeah, so those are the setups. I'll post it on the Discord. Also, I don't know what happened this weekend. I accidentally deleted Discord off my laptop, which is weird because I usually don't do that type of stuff. But I'm gonna have to download it again. So I'm just using the browser right now. But any questions on Cash App at all, or any other things that you guys see?
Can you take a look at GA for a second? your favorite?
GA. Yeah, I'll take a look at GA after I finish the grids I'm paying attention to.
Okay.
All right. So CAD JPY. Just waiting for a break of one of these trend lines. I'm waiting for a correction. Euro USD. Euro USD is set up for the short low bottom I'm looking for. That's not the PL that I'm looking for. I believe it's on the 4-hour. We got a descending channel here. I see prices broken out. I think like this got mangled or something. This got broken out, looking for a small little correction, and then looking for a short, very, very short push up. So this is a very small move. So prices in my kill zone now. So this morning I'm just going to be looking for a JCP. If I get that JCP going up, I'll enter and I'll set my stop loss below the next Fibonacci level, if it's feasible. Like, I don't want to push this beyond the trend line. So I shouldn't be looking at this right now. Okay, let's check if that is below the next Fibonacci level, which honestly doesn't look like it is. Oh, it is. That's magical. Boom. All right. Plugging it into here. If you guys want to take advantage of that, there you go. Let's go GBP JPY. GBP JPY, same thing as last week. Break of this ascending channel or uptrend. If you don't use ascending channels, there was an uptrend. Price broke the uptrend. We got this big correction forming. I want price to revisit the top up here, which is a stretch, but that's what I wanted to do. If it doesn't come up there, I'm not going to be really looking to enter, just to be honest with you. Yeah, that's the pattern I'm liking right now. And we'll set an alert here. Cool. Okay, USHEV, same thing as the other things. It looks like it's setting up for a sell right now, but we're not going to go for that. I'm going to be waiting for a break of one of these trend lines and looking for a correction. Then I'm going to be entering. If it breaks down here, it gives me a correction, I'm going to be selling. Breaks up here, it gives me a correction, I'm going to be buying. Yeah, just waiting. UJ, go to the 8-hour. Same flat pattern, looking for price to come back up to the top again and then drop. Believe I set out this markup either 2 weeks ago. Looking for it to come down to this pattern, look for it to come back up, and look for it to come down again, right? I mean, if it doesn't, it doesn't. But if it does, take advantage of it. If it doesn't, adjust your bias, look for a different opportunity. Pay attention to what the chart is telling you. Don't pay attention to what you're thinking, right? The market doesn't move based on your thoughts. The market moves how the market moves, and your job is to react to it appropriately. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. Those are my setups. I think I sent everything out with the P&L or with the PL. Yeah, so we're good on that. We'll go ahead and look at GA. Okay, GA, I'm going to set a supply zone here. See, we have an uptrend right there, and we have an uptrend here. I don't really want to draw this. Never mind. Forget what I was about to say. All right, we got an uptrend here. It looks like price broken that uptrend on lower time frame, or is trying to break it. There you go. Let's go to the daily. All right, cool. Strong little uptrend, lower time frame. We got a downtrend. There's really nothing I can draw right here, or that I'd be comfortable drawing. If I drew a downtrend right here, I mean, I don't like that. And the reason I don't like that is because there's no real strong push. Like, there's no real strong second touch for this trend line. This is just short movement here, and that second touch isn't really too significant for me to draw, at least just yet. Now here, this is where I would draw the downtrend. I have an impulse here, which honestly, we're forming a double bottom here, so be paying attention for that trend line to break. But with that impulse, we're going to be waiting for a correction. We're going to be looking to sell, and we're only looking to sell down to this trend line until the trend line is broken. Let me see. Okay, this is going to have to allow me to go back further. Oh, that's it. That sucks. All right, so I'm going to keep this demand zone based off of this previous high that we had, this previous high. And that's really it, to be honest with you guys, at least on that level. Other than this, but it's kind of stretching it. It kind of went beyond a little bit, but I like this level. I like it as a barrier for price when it comes down, as a potential level for it to respect. On our 8-hour again, yeah, there's nothing there. Let's go to the 4-hour. 4-hour, we have a potentially smaller downtrend here. All right, cool. So there's multiple things that can happen. The first thing that we're going to be looking for, we got an impulse, we're looking for a correction, we're looking to sell. Now, given this is a very, very short sell, it's not something you're trying to hold. Okay. We'll just set it above the trend line. Good. First opportunity or first scenario. Yeah, and I won't send this out. I'm not going to send GA out. That's our first scenario. Matter of fact, I lied. I want to keep track of everything that I talk about, or at least a majority of the things I talk about. All right. But just know, personally, I wouldn't be trading this because it's not super, super clear at the moment as far as like what price wants to do right now, and I'll show you guys why in a second. We have that set up for our sell, right? But at the same time, we are in a demand zone, right? Anywhere close to this line is essentially our demand zone. And like I usually say on my calls, we got every single line we draw on a chart is a zone. It's not a line, it's a zone. So when it gets close to that particular area, that is when you start looking for price to react to that accordingly. All right. So the next possibility is price could, we'll say here, break up, give us a correction, and then go to this trend line. The third possibility, price could break up, correct, go to that trend line, and instead of stopping there and coming back down, it continues up, corrects, like that, right? So far we have 3 scenarios, and there's a final 4th scenario that we would be looking for in this situation. Oh, sheesh, I messed that up. Okay, the final 4th scenario that I'll be looking for is price breaks that trend line, looking for that correction, or it's come down. All right, does this confuse anybody?
No, not really. I'm just looking for it to come down a little bit and then react off the trend line. And then after that, we'll see what happens. I try to keep no more than 2 scenarios in my head. But that same trend line where you have the, in the first scenario, what it possibly reacting off of, that's what if I see that, then I will make a decision on whether or not to look for confirmations to enter. But that's what I see.
And that's exactly how you should think. That's perfect. These are just different scenarios. They're not saying, okay, I'm going to be looking for this setup, I'm going to be looking for this setup and this setup all at the same time. All right. You have to divide where your focus is going to be lying on. All right. So the first setup that's possible, the first scenario that is most, I don't know why I just forgot the word, but the scenario that's going to be most important to you or most valuable to you is going to be the one that's going to happen first. So the first thing that would happen is this corrects up to here, and in this area gives us the opportunity to sell. That's the first thing we pay attention to. So we're looking for a sell right now, right? And these other 2 scenarios we don't start to look for until something happens, right? So if this trend line gets broken, we wait for this correction and we look for an opportunity to enter for this sell. If this downtrend gets broken impulsively, we wait for a correction, we look for an opportunity to enter, we enter. Okay. If this other downtrend gets broken impulsively, we wait for a correction, we enter the bottom of the correction and catch that continuation up, right? So something has to happen in every single one of these scenarios first in order for you to actually be looking to enter forward. Y'all think I should send this out? I'm gonna do it then. Okay, if I remember, I'll make more time and I'll actually fill in those statements after the call so I don't take up too much time on this recording. Any other pairs that you guys want to go over this morning?
Gold.
Gold. Got you. All right. Gold broke the trend line. Yes. It didn't break the trend line last week. or did it? It may have broken. Yeah, it broke it like on Thursday and Friday.
Yep, it did.
All right, so let's go ahead and there's nothing there. Let's go to our weekly, drawing this uptrend. We got a lower time frame uptrend there, and we should have, yeah, our supply and demand zone. Just gonna set right there for now. There's not a lot of structure up here, so we're basing off of the only thing that's happened up here recently. Let's go to the daily. I'm gonna actually move that up instead of moving it down. Keep that there, that's good. No, I'm gonna move it down, that's better. Yeah, so I'm gonna be paying attention to price when it gets up down to this level for a potential buy. But right now I'm gonna be looking for sales. On the lower time frame, we may have a downtrend. Let's go to our 8-hour. Nothing just yet. One potential, I'll throw that in a second. Not a lot of structure going on. Okay, so looking for a correction up to this kill zone, then going to be looking to sell. When the price gets to that kill zone, if it approaches it correctly, wait for a JCP. Oh, my bad, guys. I'm sorry. Forgot. I'll go to, matter of fact, I will move this up and keep this here. I'll go to a lower time frame so you guys have smaller stop loss and take profits.
Okay.
And like I'm at the point where I'm just used to, when I see the setup, I place it. I don't care how big the stop loss or take profit is. If there's a setup there, I'm gonna hold it however long I have to hold it. I mean, if it happens. All right, let's go down to our 1 hour. Can't really do anything here. I mean, if I want to do anything, I'm gonna draw this downtrend. I'm gonna extend it like that, and we have a break. We're looking for a correction and looking for a buy. And we look for the entry on the 15-minute, look for it to correct here. And for JCPs, there's stop loss there. And we can set a tighter stop loss, but it's not necessary really. I like that stop loss. If you want a tighter stop loss, set it based off the Fibonacci's.
Yep, we do Fibonacci lesson.
All right, and there it is. pretty much up to 50 on both scenarios. And I think someone sent something in the chat box. For some reason, I can't see. GU, I got you. All right, and what time is it? It's about 30 minutes deep in this thing. Let's go ahead and start to wrap it up. Let's go to GBP USD. Starting, whoa. Okay, that is, oh, that's real. All right, starting on the monthly, supply demand zone here. And as I go lower, I'll probably be moving this down to there, but pay attention to this level first. Let me go into the weekly. Still nothing. Central ascending channel forming here. There's no real second touch here yet, but I'm just drawing an imaginary line for now. I want price to go back up and revisit the top. Or at least give us a deeper correction before actually buying. We'll check if there's a decent channel here on a lower time frame. That's pretty much it. So the overall move that I'm going to be looking for, we have this huge impulse here. We also have an impulse here, so this whole thing could potentially just be forming one big correction, but we're going to be focusing on the most recent impulse right now, and we're going to be looking for an expanding triangle to potentially form. We have this ascending channel here. Look for price to do something like this. And continue up like that. All right, let's go down to our 4 hour. Yeah, that's where I'll set it for now. This whole thing, I like that pattern. Yeah. So off the 4 hour, risky entry at the bottom of the descending channel. Take the entry off the break. If you want an early risky entry, and it is risky because it could keep scaling down and break the bottom of the pattern that I have drawn. If you want that early entry, just enter every time it hits the bottom of here. I mean, once you go down to the 30-minute, wait for a small engulfing candle and then enter. Like I said, that's a risky entry. All right, let's go down to 1 hour. See if we can catch something here. Everything looks whack right now. So I'm not going to send this out because I'd say pass on the sell and wait for this break of the trend line, wait for a correction, look for a continuation up. So even if this sell setup does happen, I suggest not taking it because we are in a descending channel. Let me keep that still for a second. Okay. All right, guys. So thank you guys for hopping on, watching this YouTube video. I hope this helped you guys out. And if you guys do want to hop on this call live, like I said, the link to the Discord channel is in the description. I'll send out the link so everyone can join every morning or every Monday morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard. So the schedule, details of that will be in the Discord as well, right? There are other links to help you out in the description, and I hope you guys enjoy and have a great week.